Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That is a delay on my phone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SoFo Soccer Channel. My name is Matt, and today we have more Inter Miami news and updates to talk about. We're going to be previewing the game or against Chicago, I should say, for Soccer Sunday. We're going to be talking about Messi's potential contract extension. We're going to talk about Baltasar back in training and so much more. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week, guys. And the Wednesdays are the new Friday, though. We had our fun on Wednesday. It's Friday now. We're still having our fun. And yeah, no, I can't wait to see Inter Miami back in action on Sunday. I'm honestly very excited to see Baltasar hopefully get some minutes on Sunday and maybe even Obando. But we're going to talk about that all in just a second as we get people in. This contract extension here. Well, let me guys. Well, this is going to be the agenda that we're going to be going over today. So just so you guys know the order. So first we're going to talk about Messi. Then we're going to talk about Baltasar. We're going to talk a little bit about Chelo because there has been a clip of Mascherano talking about Chelo. We're going to talk about how much rotation is there going to be against this Chicago team, and then we're going to be talking about Messi, and then who else is going to be playing alongside of him. But without further ado, let's just get straight into the Messi contract extension talks or rumors, I guess you could say. This came out this morning at literally 11 a.m. on the dot, and it was David Ornstein was the one to share the news first to break it, saying, okay, well, I can't. For some reason, I can't do that. There we go. There we go. It says, David says, Inter Miami close to agreement with Lionel Messi over contract extension. Existing deal that expires at the end of this year and work ongoing to finalize terms, but talks advanced and expected to sign soon would see the 37-year-old lead Inter Miami to a new stadium in 2026 via The Athletic. And this is something that we've kind of been expecting for a while now. We didn't know when it was going to happen. We didn't know if we were just going to wait until the end of the season. But I think everybody and their mother was expecting Lionel Messi to extend his contract to Inter Miami, because I know personally for a fact that the club were just not going to let him just not play in the new stadium. Like, they made this whole new stadium, 25,000 people, and if Messi's not going to play in the first season, I think it's very, very, like, they're obviously going to try their very best to get Messi to join. But obviously his contract expires at the end of this year, so he would have to extend for one more year. This puts everybody really in a good position in all aspects, really, financially, branding, Inter Miami, just in the team, just like in the quality of the team overall will still be pretty high with Messi. And so it's kind of just like a win-win for everybody. The only thing really is, I mean, well, okay, no, not the only thing really is. Now people are kind of like questioning whether he's going to be playing in the World Cup or not. And I think if this deal ends up being confirmed, then he's 1000% going to be playing in the World Cup, because it wouldn't make any sense for him to just extend another year and then not participate in the World Cup that's happening here in the United States. Doesn't, it really, really doesn't make any sense at all. But this is what the article has to say. What's up, Soccer Daddy? What's up, GALA Productions? Messi's the best soccer player to ever live. I absolutely agree with you. It says, if all goes to plan, Messi will put pen to paper soon, and what would become a huge boost to the franchise and Major League Soccer. Miami managing owner Jorge Mas has handled the negotiations and told Radio Miami earlier this week that the stars are aligning for something great, for a beautiful future for the club, and for Lionel, it's solely his decision. I expect within 60 to 90 days, we'll have to determine all of this. My hopes has always been, and everything we're doing, is to see Messi play at our new stadium in 2026. Hopefully that happens. I think it's going to happen. I think it's 1000% going to happen. 60 to 90 days. So essentially after the Club World Cup, I guess, either depending on how, depending on how, I guess you could say, well, I wouldn't say depending on how Inter Miami do in the competition, but I guess they want to wait until after the Club World Cup to see if Miami resigns or resigns. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited for what Messi. I'm very excited to what Messi can continue to bring to Inter Miami. At 37 years old, like it really like you barely notice just like the decline in just like his game, because like there really is no decline. Just like a slight decline in his game, it still makes him the best in the world. Decline meaning his physicality, like he obviously he can't sprint and beat defenders like how he used to. We see kind of like those like body feints a little bit less often, but still frequent enough to juke people out. But his skill, his touch, his technique, his dribbling is still high up there. His vision, passing, all of that. So another year of Messi would honestly be very awesome. I actually scheduled my appointment to go to the new stadium in 2 weeks from now, and so I'm going to see it for the first time, and I'm going to be hopefully securing some seats because I don't think I'm going to want to miss the first season of the new stadium. I think it's going to be quite historic, quite historic. What's up, Anthony? Welcome to the chat. And Chris, shout out to Chris and the Battered Herons. Let's go, Matt. Check your invoice for opt. Yes, I did. I checked it. I paid. I paid for the tickets. I have 2 tickets now to go see Vancouver. I think it's on the 30th of April at 8 p.m. 1000% going to be there. Me and my dad. We're actually going to try to secure some more tickets to bring my mom and my brother and things like that too. So we're going to try to see what we can do there. So hopefully you got yours as well, Chris. No number one more year. Oh, no one more year for Suarez, please. Oh, you don't want Suarez to go for another year. Hey man, if Suarez leaves next year, like if this is Suarez's final season, we could potentially see not Dybala. We could potentially see Di Maria next year if that doesn't happen this year. I have no idea. Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Got our seats, thank goodness. Good. Yes. So if you're a season ticket member, make sure to check your invoice. Make sure to check your invoice. If you want to go to the Vancouver game, check your invoice in the ticket account manager so you guys can secure those tickets. And it's honestly, Chris, I don't know if you noticed, for like regular pricing, because now it's open to the public. The tickets are open to purchase for the public now, and it's way more expensive than the season ticket member prices. So we get luckily we get really good pricing compared to the general sales, which is great. It's a plus for being a season ticket member. At least we get that benefit. Greetings from Chile. What's up, Michael? Yeah, man. No, you've been. I remember you. You've been here before. Welcome back. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, good price. Suarez leaves and can bring one good player. Is Baltasar playing the next match? We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in just a second. We get better prices than expected. They've improved better than last year. Oh, 1000%. Um, I'm glad because I felt like we were as season ticket members, they weren't giving us all as many benefits or as much benefits as we possibly could have gotten. But no, these I am not complaining about these tickets prices at all. I think, and how much did I pay? I think I paid for 2 tickets in the fifth row in section 124. I spent, I think it was $84 together, so 42 each. Absolutely amazing price. Absolutely, like for a semifinal of a CONCACAF Champions Cup game, I take that. That's a steal. I'll take that all day long. But let's get to the next part of the agenda. We talked about Messi and potentially contract and his potential contract extension, and we're looking forward to that and seeing what he can continue to bring to Inter Miami. Let's talk about Baltasar in training. So Baltasar was spotted in training today, which is great. He was announced by the club today as well, like with the jersey. He's the new number 11, which is great to hear. And I'm trying to pull up that video for you guys as I'm just saying it. But it's always great to hear. Yes, here it is, right there. Okay. Here's Baltasar, and this was posted by Franco. So Lionel Messi and recent arrival of Baltasar Rodriguez in training. Messi and Rodriguez among the group of Inter Miami players practicing here on Friday morning as preparations for Sunday's game versus the Chicago Fire begin in earnest. This is Rodriguez's first session with the team. So it's good to see Rodriguez with the team. It's good to see Obando also with the team. We didn't get to see that much from him yet, but I'm very looking forward to seeing what both of them can do hopefully on Sunday. This is Baltasar with the number 11 jersey, and I don't know if you guys saw my post recently, but now that Baltasar has the number 11, like he recently was like today, he was announced with this number 11 jersey. Now, like, is it confirmed that Di Maria is just not going to come anymore? Because there were the talks about Di Maria joining Inter Miami was like the prerequisite, which is also something that I posted thanks to Claudio on Twitter. I'm actually going to see if I can pull it up as well for you guys too, right here. Claudio said on Twitter, Jorge Mendez, who is an agent, his flash trip to Miami is rumored to have Di Maria in the agenda, bringing him to Inter Miami this summer. One of the prerequisites for Di Maria is to use the number 11 jersey. Looks very certain if financials are met, Messi might have a new teammate soon. But now that we see Baltasar with the 11, it doesn't, I don't know. I mean, like, it doesn't look like, because there's no way they're going to give Baltasar the 11 and then just take it away from him in the summertime in literally 2 months. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, for Inter Miami to do that, honestly, that's a real dickhead move. If Inter Miami do that, I'd be pretty furious if I was Baltasar. I don't know. All of our sections was 42 apiece. Perfect. That's perfect. Van Miami away game price is $700 minimum. Yeah, that's why I don't travel. That's why I don't travel outside of Florida to see Miami, unless it's maybe New York. But you know, Facundo Farias was number 11. Oh, how much we miss Facundo Farias. Sucks that he kept getting injured, man, because he honestly could have been a really good player for us. But I mean, hopefully Rodriguez doesn't share that same fate. Hopefully the number 11 isn't cursed with Facundo Farias' injury. Who replaced him? Who replaced who? I don't know who replaced who. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, now with Baltasar with the 11, it seems less likely, or almost it seems less likely for Di Maria to be joining in the summertime, unless Inter Miami just pull that dickhead move and just snatch the 11 right off of Baltasar's back and give it to Di Maria, which can definitely happen because it happened with Campana. Campana was obviously the number 9. Once Suarez joined, they snatched it from Campana and they gave it to Suarez. And then Campana wore the number 8. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, very excited for Baltasar. Whether he plays on Sunday or not, I really, really hope he does. I really, really hope he plays on Sunday because we're gonna see this guy play a lot this season. I feel like him, maybe some rotational minutes for Obando, because it's gonna be not that it's gonna be hard, but players like Luis Suarez, like we've always said, has played every single minute this season and even last season, almost every single minute last season. And so far, he's played almost every single minute this season as well. We're going to need to rest Suarez's legs. Like, not saying I don't like doing Suarez hate, right? But Obando's going to need to get some minutes. Obando's need to get some minutes. We're going to need to rest Suarez for bigger games, for more important games, especially when we get into those stretches where we have like 5 games back to back, the Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and the same with Baltasar. Baltasar would be a great fit for the right wing, for the cam. Like he'll probably play right wing. He'll probably get into those central areas when we do eventually adapt him into our style of play, because that's exactly what Velasco Segovia is doing. He's playing on the left. He gets into those central areas, plays like as like a cam or maybe even sometimes a second striker. Baltasar, I think, is going to be doing something similar. But I'm very excited to see what he can do. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to be playing on Sunday against Chicago? Do you think he's going to start? Do you think he's going to come off the bench? Do you think he's not going to play at all? I at least would say that he would come off the bench. I 1000% would say that he is going to play, and at the minimum, he'll come off the bench. Number 19 is available for Di Maria. Sure. But what I'm saying is Claudio reported supposedly that one of the prerequisites for signing Di Maria, for bringing in Di Maria, is that Di Maria has to wear that number 11 jersey, or wear the number 11. So that's what his tweet said. That's what he's reporting. And so, like, now that I'm questioning, okay, like, what if Baltasar, which I highly doubt, like, if Di Maria joins, right, in the hypothetical situation that Di Maria joins and Baltasar has the 11, obviously now, there is no way that Baltasar would not give the jersey up. Like, he would definitely be like, okay, like, yes, you're Di Maria. I'll give you the 11. I'll wear like the 19. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. Matt, I'm still watching the highlights of the second leg, man. So interesting. I mean, like you really can't get over the game, huh? It was a crazy game. It was a crazy second half, and for you to still to still think about it is a really good thing. It's a really good thing. That means it really impacted you, and that means it was a really fun game to watch. I hope the Barca boys rest, but you know Messi, if he wants to play the full 90, you would say no. I'm hoping they get some rest too. I don't. Okay, and I think we're at the point where we're where are we in the agenda? We talked to okay, no, let's talk about Chelo really quick because I want to show you guys this clip about Chelo, and then we're gonna get to Natalia's comment. Okay, ready? I'm gonna show you guys this clip of Chelo. Okay, that's not it. I gotta really stop doing that. Let me show you guys this this clip of Chelo that Franco posted, and let's see if I can get it pulled up for you guys. And I'm gonna put my headphones on as well. But essentially, Franco asked Mascherano, um, what does he like about Chelo? Which I think is a very interesting question. Because I don't think normally I don't think that's a question you would ask a coach. Like what? Because like I guess like there's a lot of Chelo hate, so maybe he just wanted to. So let me show you guys this clip right here.
¿Qué características te gustan para mí es un partido bárbaro. Tuvo que bailar con la más fea, que es jugar contra Buganga. Prácticamente a partir de los 20-25 minutos jugar mano a mano. Y ganó posiblemente un 80% de los duelos contra un jugador tan rápido. A ver, Chelo tiene cosas por mejorar, como todos. Ahora, para mí es un jugador recontra fiable, un jugador que a la hora de ponerlo, de tirarlo a la cancha, sabes que te va a dar el 100%, que no te va a dejar nunca tirado, y eso para un entrenador es impagable. Así que, bueno, el fútbol es subjetivo, cada uno puede tener diferentes opiniones de jugadores, pero nosotros no nos guiamos por la crítica del hincha, nosotros nos guiamos por el rendimiento que vemos, por lo que nos demuestran los jugadores. Y para
He knows the Chelo hate. He knows the Chelo hate exists. Mascherano is aware of the Chelo hate, and that's hilarious to me. Let me lower this light because it's like really bright in my face. Mascherano is well aware of the Chelo hate, and he's saying that that doesn't affect him, and that doesn't affect, I guess, who he chooses for the starting lineup, which it shouldn't. It shouldn't affect his decision making. But he apparently, like, well, not apparently. He says that Chelo gives him 100%. He said that Chelo played a really, really good game against LA and against, since his assignment was a really quick player in Bawanga. I think Mascherano claims that he won or Chelo won like 80% of the battles, which I honestly don't. I don't remember seeing that, to be honest. It looked like Chelo was really getting cooked on that right side. But I thought Chelo had a pretty good game yesterday. Oh, yes. Was it yesterday? No, Wednesday. I thought he had a pretty good game on Wednesday. And so he's giving a lot of praise to Chelo, and which is good because like people like me, and I guess a lot of I don't know if people in this chat think, but we've always been giving a lot of hate to Chelo. So it's now we're hearing it out of Mascherano's mouth, the fact that Chelo is not he did well. He always gives his 100%, and it's gonna be he'll probably be starting way more often. I know a lot of people want um to see Frey at the right back position. I'm one of those people. I would love to continuously see Frey at that right back position, but what Mascherano said has a lot of truth in it. Not saying that Frey doesn't give 100%, but Chelo also provides a lot offensively, I guess you could say. Like he gets forward. He's a lot, I think he's a little bit quicker than Frey. even though Frey's a monster, and I love his tackles and I love his progressive passing. He prefers Cello. He prefers Cello. Saw a rumor that Muric from Ipswich. What? He's from Ipswich. He's a goalkeeper. Like joining Miami? I don't think so. Maybe probably not. I mean, like it could be. If Ustadi leaves next year, we'll probably have to get another goalkeeper. If you had to choose between a big name player to sign, would you choose Di Maria or De Bruyne? That is such a hard question to choose between the two. I would probably choose De Bruyne because of his age, because he's like 33, and we can have him for like 3 years. While like Di Maria would just like, I would love to have Di Maria, but like he'll only be here for one season, and it'll just to have like the nostalgia of having Messi and Di Maria on the same team at club level. Like I would love to see that, but I don't know. I'd probably see De Bruyne because I don't know. Like that's such a hard question. Maybe De Bruyne. I don't know. I don't know. I'm literally wearing a Di Maria shirt. I'm literally wearing a Di Maria shirt. I have a Di Maria poster right up here. I love Di Maria. That's a really hard question. I like that question, Natalia. Finally, Franco asked something not Messi related. Is jersey numbers so important, or what? Di Maria would love to play with Messi no matter which number they allot. But yeah, I guess like he just wore that number. That number is very symbolic to him. And I guess, I mean, like jersey numbers matters, I guess, to an extent to a lot of people. I mean, like if you're a really good player, if especially if like Messi not wearing the 10 nowadays is like very, very odd. It's very strange. Like when he went to PSG and wore the number 30, like that was odd. I even though like I know that was like the first number that he like started his professional career with, but you know what I mean? Like, by the way, will Messi play on Sunday? We're gonna get to that in a second. I didn't even hear of that rumor. Matt, were you there when I tickle Gian? There's so much doubt. Yes, no, I was there. I thought that was funny. Chelo said, he Argentinian, that is just favoritism phrase, much better defensively. I agree with that. But I mean, I guess there is maybe some bias to it. Also, some more up. Since I'm here and like on Franco's on his page, like with updates, let me just keep updating you guys on trading. So obviously we saw Baltasar train. Yannick Bright did suffer an injury on Wednesday. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I guess that's why it was one of the reasons why he got subbed off. I guess besides to provide some more offensive support, it did look like, I remember specifically when he got injured, he made like this tackle in the midfield and like his knee bent so far, like he bent his knee or like his leg bent and like it kind of stretched like far behind him and he was just kind of holding on to it the whole time. So now he's been training off to the side. He probably will get some rest on Sunday. So don't expect Bright. I'm not going to be expecting Bright to play at all on Sunday. It'll probably be Redondo and Bushi, or I don't know, or Bushi and someone else like Grimashi or something. But who else? Okay, he also asked. Well, he did ask in City Field or in Soldier Field, excuse me.
Messi, te pregunto porque Messi todavía no ha jugado, si no me equivoco, en Chicago en su tiempo acá. Te pregunto porque Messi todavía no ha jugado, si no me equivoco, en Chicago en su tiempo acá.
Mira, siempre hablamos de lo mismo. Si están bien, van a jugar. Okay. Esto es así. Y como digo, estar bien es estar bien desde lo físico, desde lo mental, desde estar al 100%. Y si no, bueno, alguno descansará. Esto es así, pero...
never mind. He just asked if Messi's going to be playing against Chicago at Soldier Field, and Mascherano is going to be giving the same answer, saying if he's fit, he's going to play. We talked about the Chilawengat thing. What is this? Oh, okay. I've asked Mascherano about the news last week regarding the decision to remove Messi's bodyguard Yassin from the sidelines. Let's see what Mascherano had to say about that. I mean, that's a pretty good question. I like that question.
¿Por qué la decisión de no tenerlo en la banda? Porque dicen que es decisión de ustedes, no de la liga.
¿De quién?
De Yassin, el guardaespaldas de Leo.
No, eso es una decisión del club. Imagínate con todos los líos que tengo yo, si me tengo que ocupar del tema seguridad, ya... bueno, tendría que pedir un aumento de sueldo, ¿no? O sea, la verdad que no tengo la menor idea, y no soy la persona idónea para explicar esto, pero por lo que tengo entendido sí es un tema del club que lo ha decidido.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I expected like some sort of answer on that. Let's see. Javier Mascherano on recently arrived Baltasar Rodriguez. We know he has been without possibility to train. Okay, let's just see what he says.
Y hoy va a ser el primer entrenamiento con nosotros, porque ayer terminó de hacer alguna de las pruebas médicas. Y bueno, cuanto antes lo podamos adaptar y ver cómo está, porque bueno, sabemos que con el tema del papelerío estuvo un tiempo sin poder entrenar colectivamente, pero bueno, es un jugador que conocemos, que lo he tenido en las selecciones juveniles, sabemos lo que nos puede dar, creo que nos va a ayudar muchísimo. Tiene unas características que no tenemos demasiadas en el equipo, entonces la verdad que estamos contentos con su llegada.
I wonder what characteristics he means. He says he has some or he said a lot. He said he has a lot of characteristics that we don't have a lot. Oh no, we have some characteristics that we don't have a lot of at the club. I wonder what characteristics he means in terms of maybe work ethic, because it can't be like passion or anything like that. I don't know if it's like I don't know. I really wish I really wish he asked like what kind of characteristics, but yeah, I think that's essentially it. And then this is talking about Vancouver, and then this is talking about something else, and then we're gonna stop there for doing that. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, we talked. Okay, so now we're all caught up to date essentially with Inter Miami news and updates and training. Let's get into the game itself, the preview itself. Inter Miami versus Chicago at Soldier Field, away from home. Will Messi play? I guess that's like the biggest question that everybody's gonna want to know. And do I think he's gonna play? No, I don't think he's gonna play. Maybe he'll. I don't know. I think he'll. Nah, I don't know. I think he'll start for like the first half, and then they'll take him off. There is no possible, guys. And I feel like I say this every stream. I sound like Mascherano. I don't want Messi to play a full 90 minutes against anybody unless it's CONCACAF Champions Cup. It's like as simple as that. Like, I don't want Messi to play full 90 minutes against Chicago, against Dallas, against whoever. The only time I want Messi to play a full 90 is against Vancouver in the two legs that we're going to be playing in the semifinals of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. And that I'm going to stick by that. I'm literally going to stick by that. Yes, Messi's obviously he's a fantastic player. He makes this team so much greater than how we already are. But I want to see players like Baltasar. We need to see these other players play. Like, we can't win I don't want to win. This might be a hot take. I don't want Messi to win us the cup. Like, I don't want Messi to win us MLS Cup. I don't want Suarez to win us MLS Cup. I would love for the team to win us MLS Cup. I want everybody on this team to do their job, everybody to contribute equally, and not just have Messi carry the team. You know what I'm trying to say? That probably sounds very, very stupid, but Chicago is going to be sold out. So that stadium is like a 55,000 seat stadium or something like that, right? Soldier Field. I think I looked it up, but it was like 50 something thousand. It's 61,500 people can fit in that stadium. That's crazy. I wouldn't doubt that's sold out because Messi, it's a huge chance that Messi could be, it's a huge chance that Messi could be playing. We're not yapping about Di Maria. Messi messaged me personally saying he's going to play only 30 minutes as a sub. Really, I believe it. I absolutely believe it. He wouldn't play the 90 minutes, first half or second half. From 55 to 60 minutes, yeah, they should try all the newcomers. Because look, at the same time, this is not a terrible Chicago team. From what I saw, this doesn't look like a really bad Chicago team. This looks like a very average team. Like, this looks like a good team. Greg Berhalter is going to be coaching it, which everybody could have their own opinion about Greg Berhalter. But just looking at their stats, their league standings, they're one of the highest, if not the highest scoring teams in the MLS, at least in the Eastern Conference. I'll show you guys the table now, what it looks like. But like, we're in second with a game in hand. Chicago are in seventh. They have 14 goals scored this year. They conceded 12. That's like their biggest, I guess, I don't know about weakness, but they've conceded a lot of goals in 7 games. They've 12 goals in 7 games. That's kind of a lot. But they scored 14. So they can score. They can really, really score. The thing is, we have a really, really good defense with Maxi Falcon, with Noah Allen, with Toto Aviles, with Lujan, with Chelo, with Frey, with whoever, with Jordi Alba, etc. So, yes, they've been scoring a lot. They are known to score quite a lot of goals. They score more goals than us, actually, 2 more goals than us. But I think if they play typical Greg Berhalter ball, then I think that we can win this game pretty easily. I think like that, and that's just my opinion. Yeah, 61,000 people. Messi might play against Chicago. Who thinks that Messi's going to play against Chicago? And if you think he's going to play against Chicago, do you think he's going to play the full 90 minutes, or do you think he's going to come off the bench or get subbed in? I think he's going to at least start the game and then get subbed off at like the 50th minute or at halftime or something like that. Because I don't, like I said before, I don't want Messi to play 90 minutes. I prefer him not to play against Chicago at all. But if he has to play against Chicago, like if it feels good, if he wants to play him for a couple of minutes, get him out, put Baltasar in. Because this is like a great opportunity. Like, this game would be the perfect game to play players like Obando, to play players like Baltasar, like these promising young players that are going to be hopefully impactful for the rest of the season. So I want to see players like Baltasar. I want to see players like Obando shine. I want to see like Telasco. We need Telasco to get back into the groove. I want Benja Cremaschi to get back into the groove. Tadeo Ashende. Like, we need these guys. Like, imagine a 2-striker partnership of Tadeo Ashende and Alan Obando, and the wingers be Telasco Segovia and Baltasar Rodriguez. That's an insane team. That's a crazy good team. For MLS standards, that's an amazing front 4. Like, that's an amazing striker pairing. And those are 2 great, like, wide midfielders that we'd have. And then our midfield would be Busi and, like, maybe Redondo or Cremaschi. I don't know, I don't know if he's going to play Redondo and Busi in the same time. He probably will. I don't know. Chris says that there's no way that Messi plays against Chicago. There's no chance. If he starts, he'll play 90. He won't sub off unless he's injured. I hope that changes, says Scotty1. Henry says if the supporter show is important, then he will play. It's not important. It's not going to be. It's not important. It shouldn't be important. I think it was made clear that it's not important to the club either. We want him being subbed in. Like, you want him to be subbed in, baby Erico? I don't think he will play, says Mariela. CCC is better than Supporter Shield, of course. Let Segovia and Ashende get back into their rhythm. Give me rotation, says Chris. To make all happy, ideally sub him in for the last 20 minutes. Sure. I wouldn't even. I would prefer not to play him. That's what I'm saying. That's what I would prefer. I prefer not to play him at all. But I think he will probably play. Like a couple of minutes, maybe. If you were to ask me, let's get into the predictions. Actually, let's get into lineup predictions. Now that we're talking about this, if you ask me how I would line up my starting 11, let's start with the offense first, because like I'm not gonna get over this. Starting with the offense first, literally Tadeo Ascente and Alan Obando as the two striker partnership. I would just love to see that partnership and how that would work. Like, will it work? Can we could play high pressing football, constantly running. It's gonna be players like Obando is probably gonna be playing as like maybe like a Suarez role, like deep laying forward, or like a target man kind of role. I don't know how quick he is. I have no idea how quick he is, but I know he's just tall as shit. Like, that's all I know. And then maybe I don't know how his first touch is. I don't know how his shooting is. I don't know any of that. If Obando plays as like a target forward, and then Tadeo Ashende it plays like as an advanced forward or like a pressing forward where he's just like pressing the defense while they have the ball, getting into the half spaces in between the center backs or in between the left back, the full backs and the center backs. That'd be crazy. And then you have players like Delasco Segovia, Baltasar, and even like Busi supplying those passes into the strikers. I think that's insane. I think that's an amazing, like I think that's an amazing front line. So that's what I would put. Not that's what I would put as maybe like as our starting strikers is Tadeo Oshende and Obando. I obviously wouldn't mind starting Suarez either, like, because why wouldn't you? But I would just love to see those two guys and like get a go, like have some sort of a connection, or or I would say nah. I was gonna say like start Suarez and Messi and then like take him off at some point, but I don't know. I don't think so. That's what I would think. And then for like the midfield, it would be like I said, Telasco on the left, Baltasar on the right, and then Busi. Let's just say Busi and Redondo as the two CMs. I think that's goaded. Back four would be like Casar says, Fafa Obando Ascende. That's not bad either. That's so much speed up top. Like, you have no idea. That is so much speed. You're right, man. LAFC tried to hurt Messi so badly. Yeah, they were getting frustrated because Messi was dogging on him the whole game. Messi will play. Mascherano said everybody is good to go. Rest Messi and Suarez. That's what I'm with Chris on this. Me and Chris are on the same wavelength right now. I think Suarez and Messi start because we don't have a game in the middle of the week. Yeah, I think our next game is after Sunday. I think it's that Saturday. So essentially we have like the 5 days of rest. Vamos bien ahí con la de los campeones. Sir Octi. I feel like is this the first time you've been joining? Bienvenido, Sir Octi. Vamos con los campeones. Mascherano should try Fafa Obando and Ascende in front three and Busi Segovia and Rodriguez in the midfield. Mascherano should try Fafa Obando and Ascende as the front three and then Busi Segovia. Yeah, because Segovia's going to play like a cam. No, because now we have Rodriguez who could play as a cam too. We have like two attacking wide midfielders in our team. I don't know. That's interesting. Front Ascende on the right, Suarez, mid Fafa, left wing. Oh, then Ascende sub, Messi Suarez sub, Obando Fafa. That's a lot. Fafa sub Baltasar. Yes, it's time for rotation. We could play Columbus and Dallas in the next 2 MLS games, and we need our big players for those. Busi Segovia and Baltasar, that's that midfield. Will get eaten up lack of defense. Busi, Segovia, and Baltasar. That's true because there's just no defense there. I mean, like Segovia could probably track back. Baltasar plays like central midfield as well, but I don't know what his defensive capabilities are, unfortunately. What's it called? I still wouldn't mind. Like, that's what I'm saying. We play the 4-4-2 formation. If we play 4-4-2, Baltasar on the right, Velasco on the left, Redondo and Busi in the middle. Like, that's our midfield. And then the back four would be Jordi, probably Chelo again at the right back position. And then I don't know if he'll rotate center backs like with Lujan and Maxi again, or give like Aviles another shot. Like, that's just kind of up like to him, really. Like, I don't know. Nobody can deny the fact that the Falcon gives the same efforts as Messi in all matches. In terms of like passion and dedication and commitment to the defense, absolutely. I think I could agree with you on that. Me faltó la camiseta LOL, but I've been tuning in. Keep it up, brother. I appreciate you, man. Eh, don't worry about it. I appreciate you. Always repping. Always repping. This is the Di Maria jersey. Always got to represent. Baltasar is the Messi backup cam. Baltasar won't see the field unless Messi or Arsene is hurt or starting. I think Messi and Suarez start because of Mascherano's press conference, but we'll see if Obando gets it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't want Messi to start. If I expect him to start, then we'll probably see Baltasar and Obando come off the bench. For the defense, let's talk about the defense a little bit because I think this is also kind of up for grabs because we don't know if we want to go full force, full like our best defenders, best back four. We're gonna go Jordi, Maxi, or Jordi, Noah Allen, Maxi, and then Chelo, and then Ustari would be in net. If we want to switch it up a little bit, we'll probably do Jordi, Toto. I don't know. Wait. Probably Toto, Lujan, Chelo. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they'll probably give. Like, I don't know if Mascherano is going to put Lujan in like a left wing back or a left center back type of situation, like a type of position, because remember, he didn't really do the best in that left center back role, playing as like a wide center back. He didn't really do best. He wasn't covering Jordi Alba as good as Noah Allen. Like Noah Allen is our best center back, honestly, in that our best left center back, quite literally. I don't know. I mean, Thomas says Lujan and Aviles will start. Okay. Do you think Drake is starting? Probably not. Probably not. There's no, I don't know. Probably not. There's no point in not starting Ustari unless he's injured again. Because I remember last time we had to bench Ustari or give him some rest because he like pulled a hammy or something, or like pulled, I don't know. He was cramping a lot. But I don't think like we'll just unnecessarily bench Ustari, if that makes sense. I don't know. Or maybe Mascherano wants to be generous and maybe give Drake some minutes like that. I don't know. Cello somehow are not okay, man. Ian was good at the right back. I thought Cello did well against LA. I thought he played really, really good. Yeah, he was getting beat a lot of the times against Boanga, but like I think if you were to put anybody back there, even Ian Frey, I think anybody would get beat by Boanga. But I thought Cello did his best to slow him down. And trust me, I'm a huge Cello hater. Like I'm a big Cello hater because I'd rather see Ian Frey play right back. But I mean, hey, Mascherano clearly favors Cello over Ian Frey, unfortunately. What's up, Lionel Marco? I feel like it's been so long since I've seen your live stream. I'm glad to have you back. Baltasar is going to need to swap numbers since Di Maria. That's what I'm saying. That's what we talked about earlier. It's we talked about the Baltasar Di Maria thing. I appreciate that on East Review. That's a long ass username. David Martinez was on the bench last game. But we're not gonna rotate that much. Come on, Chris. We're not gonna rotate that much. I don't think Martinez is gonna. I feel like if Martinez sees the field, I don't know if I should be worried or like I'm gonna be shocked, like to say the least. I think that I'm gonna be very shocked if I see David Martinez see the field because it's like, damn, like we're really, really resting players today, huh? Like if David Martinez is playing, that means we're really, really resting players. What's your favorite national team? Argentina, definitely. I mean, like I still support and watch the USA, but I've always loved my parents have just like, or my dad, I should say, has instilled that in me since I was very, very young. Ustari number one. Aviles is the new bodyguard for Messi. Aviles literally almost decapitated. I think it was Marlon, the center back for LAFC. Like he was really, really gonna like fucking swing the shit out of him. If Aviles forgot that he was on a soccer field. Like he thought with the look on his face, it actually looked like he was like he had like a flashback to like being on the streets of Argentina, like about to swing at somebody. Like he genuinely was about to knock that fucking guy out. I was I was kind of rooting for it. I really wanted to see something happen. Deep deep in that bag, deep in the bag, son. Yeah, no, we're reaching deep into that chart, bro, in the depth chart. Chelo was slow to react with players like Bawanga. Mascherano should not line up Chelo, which seems that play. Okay, so a lot of people, I don't know, people. So nobody wants to see Chelo, even if it means rotation. So let's hope for an Ian Frey start, because we always like Ian Frey starting at the right back position. So I think for my final guess for the back four, I would say Jordi Alba. I say Toto Aviles would get a start. I think maybe uh Maxi. I'm gonna just put Maxi in there, and then I'm gonna do Frey. We'll just do that as a back four. We'll guess that. We'll see how it happens. And then for the goalkeeper, I think it's Ustari, and that's what I think. All right, before we wrap things up, let's do predictions, guys. Let's do score predictions before we wrap things up here. Put your score predictions for Sunday in the chat, and we'll discuss them. In my opinion, this is a high-scoring Chicago team, but they also concede a lot of goals. So I just have that feeling that we're going to score a lot of goals, or at least a good amount of goals. I'm trying to look at their home record, but it's not. I don't think the record's not bad at all. At home, they tied to DC, they tied to Montreal. Since this, they've only played 2 home games since the start of the season. They've been away this whole time. That's kind of crazy. On February here, let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at here. This is their recent recent games, right? The last 7 games that they played. They lost to Chicago, or they lost to Columbus in the first game. They tied to DC at home. They beat Dallas away. They beat Toronto away, who we tied to be honest. They beat Vancouver 3-1, who are going to be playing in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, and they tied to Montreal at home. That's a trap game. And then they recently lost to the Red Bulls away, and now they're back home for 2 games. This is a 4:30. This is a 4:30 game. Oh my gosh. Well, it is a Sunday, I guess. It should be fine. That's actually a lot better. I actually prefer that over like an 8 o'clock game or 7 o'clock game on a Sunday. So that's actually going to be really good. So okay, let me think. So they score about like 2 goals a game ish, except for their last 2. And they've conceded a goal in every game so far. I'm gonna say we're gonna put at least 2 past them. If Columbus can put more than 2 past them, if DC can put 2 past them, if the Red Bulls can put 2 past them, I think we could put at least 2 past. I think we're gonna score, depending on how intense we go into the game. If we don't go full 100%, we might. I don't know. How much did we beat that one team, that one West Conference team? Was it Houston? How much did we beat Houston by? Was it 4-0 or like 4-1? It was 4-1. I think it's gonna be like a 3-1 game. I think it's gonna be a 3-1 game. It's gonna be similar to the Houston game where we were just all over them. I think it's gonna be similar to that. I think we're gonna win 3-1 again. I don't know what you guys think. Let me see what you guys say. Okay, Matt, Miami wins 3-0. Chelo versus Bonga was horrible. 4-0. Okay, 4-0, says Ace Lionel. 3-2 Inter. 3-2, says Thomas also. Sorry, you're a hella. Hey, don't apologize, bro. 3-2. Damn, you guys think we're gonna concede 2? Shit. 5-4. That's crazy. If you get that right, I will give you $1. There is no way, dude. If we win 5-4, I don't know what I'm gonna do on the stream. Like I don't know. Like I have to do something. I have to do some sort of challenge. I have to like award you something. If there's a penalty, my light just died. That's great. So now I'm dark as shit. If there's no penalty, then Inter Miami can't be in the semifinal. If there's no penalty, Inter Miami can't be in the semifinal. Is it a fact you can't deny? No, because we also got robbed of a goal from Suarez. So they honestly owed us that penalty. But anyways, thank you guys for your predictions. My light died, so that just means I've been live streaming for too long. My final decision is going to be a 3-1 win for Inter Miami. Where I'm going to lock that in right now. Hopefully, we can get this win against Chicago. Hopefully, Messi plays a limited amount of minutes. Hopefully, Suarez plays a limited amount of minutes. Hopefully, we can see players like Baltasar, Tadeo Ashende once again, maybe Alan Obando. Hopefully, we can see players like Velasco Segovia back in form, and even Redondo playing a little bit of a better game. But we'll see what happens on Sunday. We're going to do the post-game reaction. After the game. So if the game's at 4:30, the post-game reaction is going to be around 6 o'clock. And so make sure you tune in. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any time that I do go live. I'll probably be posting a video also at sometime this weekend or probably on Monday, I guess, because talking about like the Messi news, Kevin De Bruyne, Di Maria news, just to kind of shorten things out for you guys. And I'll see you guys on Sunday, Soccer Sunday, Inter Miami versus Chicago. Let's hope for the best. Vamos Miami. See you guys.
¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo.